Serious warning, the very plants you are taking care of every day might actually be the silent reason why your money is slipping away, your relationships are falling apart, and the energy of your entire household is going downhill, all without you even realizing it. Hello, I am Master Han. In Feng Shui, green plants are not just decorative items. They act as a gateway that channels energy into your living space. Some types of plants, if placed in the wrong spot, or worse, if they carry energy that clashes with the homeowner's destiny, can turn into a reverse charm. These plants may silently block your wealth, make work more difficult, create instability in the home, and even bring about conflicting energy that causes family members to argue or grow distant from one another. In today's video, I'm going to reveal 13 plants that might look harmless, but are actually considered taboo in Feng Shui when it comes to wealth and prosperity. You will understand how the shape of a plant, the color of its leaves, or even just its name can affect the flow of wealth energy in your household. And more importantly, I will show you alternative plants that not only make your space more beautiful, but also help attract wealth and unlock good fortune. So make sure to watch this video all the way through to make sure your home is not unknowingly blocking its own luck. And before we begin, type a positive affirmation in the comments. I choose auspicious energy to allow wealth to flow into my life. If you love topics about Feng Shui and prosperity and want to learn how to protect your money, grow your wealth, and open the door to good luck, make sure to hit subscribe to the channel. Master Han, Feng Shui for Wealth. Every week, I will be sharing practical Feng Shui tips that help turn your home into a true magnet for abundance and prosperity. And now let us dive into the list of 13 types of plants that may seem full of life, but in reality might be silently draining away your good fortune. Take a look around your yard, your balcony, or even that little corner in your living room, and see if any of these names show up. Number 1, Moringa tree. The moringa tree is known for its health benefits. Its leaves are edible, the flowers are beautiful, and it is easy to grow. However, in Feng Shui, every plant carries a specific frequency of energy, and the energy of the moringa, if placed in the wrong location, can block the healthy flow of good energy within your home. Moringa has small, dense leaves and grows very quickly. Its soft trunk and wide-spreading canopy often end up blocking natural sunlight, which is considered a key source of positive energy in any living space. When sunlight is blocked, positive energy cannot spread. The air becomes heavy and stagnant, and over time, negative energy starts to accumulate. This energy field directly affects our emotions and mental state. Homes with multiple moringa trees planted close to walls or windows often feel dark, stuffy, and tense. People living in that kind of environment may start to feel drained, unfocused, emotionally stressed, and relationships can become strained. Work becomes harder, and money seems to come and go without any clear reason. The solution is simple. Only plant moringa outdoors in open garden spaces, preferably in the backyard. If you already have one in your yard, trim it regularly to allow sunlight to reach the walls and main door. Once light and wind are allowed to circulate freely again, the energy flow opens up, the heavy feeling lifts, and your financial energy becomes much more stable. Number 2, weeping willow tree. The willow tree has a soft, graceful beauty that many people love for its dreamy, romantic vibe. But in Feng Shui, the drooping form of the willow represents a weakening of positive energy, which is why it should never be planted within your home's living space. The long, thin branches of the willow hang downward. This downward-facing shape is seen as pulling energy down rather than lifting it upward, as auspicious plants are meant to do. Positive energy represents vitality, warmth, and upward growth. When this energy is pulled down, your space becomes cold, gloomy, and lifeless. This effect is most noticeable when willows are planted close to the house. The hanging branches act like curtains that block the flow of life-giving energy from entering. Over time, the environment becomes dominated by negative energy and lacks positive force. People living in such a space may begin to feel lonely, sad, and unmotivated, and financial luck tends to decline. More importantly, in Feng Shui related to love and relationships, the willow symbolizes separation and lingering sorrow. This makes it an especially bad choice for homes where young people live, especially women, as it may bring difficulty in building or maintaining romantic relationships. The best choice is to not plant willow trees within your property boundaries, especially not near the front door, front yard, or next to your porch. Willow trees are better suited for wide open spaces with natural water, like lakesides, parks, or large outdoor gardens, where their energy can blend with nature without disrupting the flow of human energy. If you love the graceful look of a willow, consider replacing it with plants that still have a soft appearance but carry uplifting energy, such as lucky bamboo, corn plants, or Barringtonia. These types of trees symbolize vitality and help energy flow upward, which is key for attracting, holding, and growing wealth. Number 3, wild date palm. In the wild date palm represents fierce vitality, a hard trunk, long leaves, thick clusters, and most notably, sharp thorns running all along the stem. But in Feng Shui, these exact characteristics make it a source of clashing energy, filled with aggressive energy, making it extremely unsuitable for areas where people live. From an energy standpoint, the sharp thorns act like needles that release piercing energy into the space around them. In a home, which requires gentle and balanced circulation of energy, this is considered cutting energy or aggressive energy. Instead of allowing positive energy to flow, it cuts and breaks it. When placed indoors or near doorways and entrances, this energy disrupts the natural flow, making the atmosphere feel tense and heavy. This sharp energy field also has a subtle psychological effect. Families living around this kind of energy tend to experience more arguments, uneasiness, and emotional instability. The environment lacks softness and harmony. Sensitive individuals or young children often feel physically uncomfortable around these plants, which is a natural reaction to clashing energy. On top of that, because the plant grows in dense clusters, it tends to shrink the open space and block air circulation. This leads to stagnant air and reduced vitality in the home. In Feng Shui, this is called blocked energy, a condition that prevents financial luck from flowing freely. The result? Even if people work hard, success seems difficult to achieve because money energy is being cut off. To resolve this, the best option is to move the wild date palm away from your main living areas, such as the front yard, porch, or main walkway. If you want to keep the plant for landscaping or personal preference, make sure it stays in an outdoor area that is rarely used, and surround it with hedges or other plants to soften and block its sharp energy from spreading. Number 4, oleander. The oleander is a plant with stunning, vibrant flowers that bloom year-round. It gives off a sense of elegance and beauty, but that beauty comes with high toxicity. Its stems, leaves, and sap all contain natural poisons. From a Feng Shui perspective, this represents an unstable energy field, one that is visually appealing but hides danger. This type of energy is called charming energy. It looks attractive but disrupts the flow inside. In the home, oleander gives off this type of energy when placed close to living spaces. On a subtle level, it disturbs the energy frequency of the area, making it hard to concentrate, causing mental fatigue, or triggering emotional ups and downs. On a deeper energy level, because the plant has a highly yin or cold energy due to its toxicity, it tends to absorb the positive yang energy around it, which makes the atmosphere heavy and lifeless. Another point to note is the color of its flowers. Although beautiful, oleander often comes in deep pink or purplish red hues, combined with long pointed leaves, all of which contribute to strong, fiery energy. When fire energy becomes too dominant in a small or enclosed space, it creates internal conflict, often leading to arguments, a hot-headed environment, or unexpected issues in work and finances. To fix this, oleander should not be kept within your main living space, especially not near the front door, the living room, or balconies with direct sunlight. If you already have it, move the plant to a spot far from your living area, like an outer fence or corner of the yard, so that its strong energy can be diffused by the natural environment. Number 5, silk cotton tree with thorns. In Feng Shui, the shape of an object plays a crucial role in determining the energy flow of a space. Any element that is sharp, pointed, or spiky is believed to generate sharpened form energy. a type of force that disrupts the natural circulation of energy. The thorn-covered silk cotton tree is a prime example of this kind of energy. This tree has a thick trunk with tough bark that is completely covered in hundreds of sharp, needle-like thorns. When sunlight hits the surface, the spikes reflect light in a way that resembles countless needles pointing outward. In the study of Feng Shui forms, this kind of energy is likened to a shower of energy arrows, shooting in every direction, creating a field of aggressive and unstable energy. If planted in residential areas, especially near walkways, courtyards, or front doors, this sharp energy not only disrupts the flow of wealth energy, but also affects people's emotions. Homes with this kind of attacking energy tend to make family members feel irritated, short-tempered, and prone to arguments. On a deeper level, this hostile energy interferes with communication, soft energy that fosters harmony, making it harder for people to understand one another and maintain emotional balance. From a broader energy perspective, there is another point to note. When planted in rows, these trees create overlapping energy fields like invisible walls, blocking the natural flow of air and throwing the space off balance. As a result, energy becomes trapped or scattered, making it hard for wealth to accumulate and flow properly. The best solution is not to plant this tree within the boundaries of your home. If you already have one, consider moving it to an outdoor garden, far enough away so that its energy can dissolve naturally into the environment. Number 6, Thai adenium. Thai adenium is a popular ornamental plant known for its striking flowers and artistic form. But behind its beauty lies a complex type of energy that, in Feng Shui, is called unstable energy flow. This is due to its biological nature. Its sap and roots contain toxins, and its flowers carry intense, rising yang energy. When placed indoors, this plant emits fluctuating energy, causing irregular energy frequencies in the space, sometimes strong, sometimes weak. Looking deeper into its form, Thai adenium's thick, swollen base gradually narrows upward, creating what Feng Shui calls a trapped base energy, where energy is stuck at the bottom and cannot rise or spread evenly. In the context of home Feng Shui, this creates a block start, meaning that financial progress may get stuck at the beginning, leading to work obstacles or efforts that never quite pay off. Emotionally, this plant carries fire energy combined with subtle toxicity. These two traits together intensify emotional swings and generate dramatic or gossipy energy. Families that place Thai adenium in shared spaces often notice tension among members, especially between women. Feng Shui explains this through the principle of yin-yang balance. When fire energy dominates a quiet space, it suppresses the softer, nurturing forces, throwing off emotional stability and behavior. That said, this plant is not entirely bad. It can still be displayed if placed in the right location. If you truly enjoy it, consider placing it on a balcony, rooftop, or outdoor area with strong sunlight. This allows its powerful energy to dissipate naturally without interfering with the balance inside your home. Avoid placing it in your living room, bedroom, or workspace, areas that require a steady, calming energy field. Number 7, hibiscus. The issues with hibiscus come from both historical symbolism and energy form. In some cultures, red hibiscus flowers were traditionally used in funeral rites or ancestral ceremonies, symbolizing separation and endings rather than growth and prosperity. As a result, this plant carries a subconscious energy of division and closure. When placed near a home, especially at the entrance or gate, areas where wealth energy flows in, it can trigger unsettled or conflicting energy. Energetically, hibiscus flowers are deep red, which belongs to the fire element. In spaces that need earth energy to stabilize wealth flow, too much fire creates a clash known as fire overwhelming earth. This causes the energy field to become unstable and agitated. Homes with hibiscus planted along gates, fences, or walkways often feel tense, with arguments, conflicts, or even legal troubles stemming from small disagreements. Additionally, hibiscus plants are typically short and spread out horizontally, with flowers blooming close to the ground, a shape that represents low-spreading energy. This pulls positive yang energy downward instead of allowing it to rise and circulate. In Feng Shui for family life, This lack of upward energy leads to sluggish, chaotic energy, making it difficult for the household to feel calm or united. If you love hibiscus for its vibrant color or use it as a fence plant, you can still keep it, but follow basic energy balancing rules. Keep the plant away from the main gate and avoid letting the flowers block pathways. To neutralize excess fire energy, you can hang a metal wind chime nearby or place white crystals, which belong to the metal element, in the same area. If your yard is small, consider switching to bougainvillea or climbing roses. These still offer color and beauty, but with a lighter, more harmonious energy that supports, rather than clashes with, wealth luck. Number 8. White frangipani. White frangipani is often admired for its soft fragrance and pure white blossoms. But in Feng Shui for the home, it is considered a plant that carries unsettled energy, a form of gentle yet cold energy that weakens harmony in a living space. Energetically, white frangipani has a woody trunk, gray bark, and a milky sap that contains toxins, all symbols of cold yin energy. When the plant releases sap, it gives off a slow-rising, cold vibration that draws in surrounding life energy to sustain itself. Placing this tree near the living room, courtyard, or any common space reduces the overall yang energy, making people feel tired, emotionally down, or disconnected from one another. The shape of the tree is also worth noting. It is short with horizontal branches and uneven growth, creating a scattered energy pattern. In Feng Shui, horizontal spreading is considered broken energy, energy that gets dispersed instead of gathering in one place, like wealth that comes in only to slip away. When planted in the front yard or by the side of the house, this energy pattern can create family discord and emotional distance. There is also a cultural association. This tree is often found at temples, shrines, or cemeteries because it tolerates harsh conditions and requires little care. As a result, its energy is linked to stillness, endings, and detachment, the opposite of what a thriving, prosperous home needs. The solution is very clear. Do not plant white frangipani in the front yard, entryway, or any active living space. If you love the elegance of white flowers, consider jasmine or orchids instead. Jasmine belongs to the wood element and emits a gentle fragrance that purifies energy and brings calm, uplifting vibes. Orchids, with their neat, upward-growing form, represent refined beauty, good fortune, and sophisticated wealth energy. Both plants support balanced energy, flow, and emotional harmony in the home. Number 9. Papaya tree. Looking at its form, the papaya tree has a soft, sponge-like trunk that is weak and easy to break, while its leaves are large, spreading wide at the top without a solid base. This shape is known as top-heavy with a weak foundation, a symbol of imbalance in energy flow. In Feng Shui, when too many objects have this shape, the yang energy flow becomes fragmented, and the space cannot gather energy at its core. This explains why homes that plant papaya trees in the center of the yard often feel heavy and disconnected. The energy spreads outward along the wide canopy instead of gathering inward, weakening family bonds that rely on stable energy flow. Furthermore, papaya trees have shallow roots and can easily fall in strong winds. In Feng Shui, a plant that falls easily symbolizes instability and unpredictability, which can affect the household's overall energy. Families exposed to this type of energy may experience frequent life disruptions, unstable jobs, or financial struggles. With its thick upper foliage, the tree also blocks sunlight, which is essential for activating wealth energy. When sunlight is blocked, positive yang energy cannot circulate, allowing negative energy to grow. This leads to a sense of fatigue, stagnation, and emotional dullness. If you want to grow papaya for its fruit, you still can. Just make sure to place it in the backyard or outside the fence, where it will not interfere with your home's main energy flow. Never plant papaya in the center of the yard, near the entrance, or along walkways, which are key energy paths for wealth and good fortune. Number 10. Mugwort. Mugwort leaves have a sharp, intense scent and belong to the wood element combined with fire, a very active energy type. While it is useful for traditional medicine and energy cleansing, In Feng Shui for the home, where gentle, balanced energy is needed, this plant can become too yang, creating opposing forces. In closed spaces, its scent tends to linger, disturbing the calm, steady energy field. Plants with intense, penetrating aromas like mugwort are said to produce disruptive energy. They can dissolve bad energy, but at the same time also break apart stable energy flow. When placed in bedrooms, living rooms, or offices, mugwort can overstimulate the space, leading to headaches, insomnia, or unexplained fatigue. The energy of well, which thrives in calm, bright, and clean spaces, also becomes difficult to retain. Another issue is mugwort's heat energy. In Eastern medicine, it is used to drive out cold energy, which means it carries internal fire. In a still or windless space, this heat energy combines with stagnant air, creating an uncomfortable, suffocating sensation. That is why many people who grow mugwort indoors to ward off bad spirits often end up feeling mentally drained or restless. The solution is simple. If you like mugwort for its medicinal use, plant it in an outdoor area with good sunlight and airflow. This helps its strong energy blend naturally into the environment. Also, only grow a small number of plants. Do not let it grow out of control. If you want a natural air purifier indoors, switch to mint or rosemary, both of which have light, fresh scents that remove bad energy while promoting positive, flowing energy without causing imbalance. Number 11. Bamboo. Bamboo has a hollow stem, grows in dense clusters, and as it matures, the stalks grow very close together. This creates a solid wall-like appearance on the outside, while remaining completely hollow on the inside. In Feng Shui, a hollow stem is considered a sign of scattered energy, meaning that energy cannot be retained. Any flow of energy passing through will be lost. When this kind of energy is present in a home, over time it can lead to unstable finances. Even when opportunities arise, they are hard to hold on to, and any prosperity tends to be fleeting. Beyond the issue of energy loss, thick bamboo groves also block light and wind, which disrupts the natural flow of air. Especially when bamboo is planted close to a wall or in the corner of a house, it creates a pocket of heavy energy, what is known as accumulated yin at the base. That happens because the inside of the bamboo cluster is usually damp, lacks sunlight, and retains moisture from the soil. This energy field can make the living environment feel gloomy and cold, affecting people's mental state and weakening their positive, vibrant energy. From a cultural perspective, bamboo has also been associated with mourning rituals in ancient traditions. It was often used in funerary items or ceremonies of farewell because its hollow nature symbolizes endings and emptiness. That is why the energy bamboo represents tends to be yin, still, and dispersing, completely opposite to the vibrant, life-giving energy a home needs to thrive. When bamboo is planted too close to the house, residents may experience financial instability, unsteady career paths, or unexpected losses. This is not because bamboo brings bad luck, but because its empty, yin, and dispersing energy weakens the positive energy flow, the very force that sustains abundance. To neutralize this effect, if you truly love bamboo for its cultural meaning or symbolic beauty, it is best to plant it near the edge of the garden, away from the main house. In open outdoor spaces, bamboo's still and yang energy will blend into the natural surroundings without affecting the life force of the home. Alternatively, you can use decorative bamboo or dwarf varieties in pots. These types tend to have smaller, solid stems that carry lighter, more uplifting energy, symbolizing growth, resilience, and prosperity, while still preserving that elegant aesthetic. Number 12. Sacred fig tree. From an energy-shaped perspective, the sacred fig tree grows outward and downward, with countless long aerial roots hanging low. In Feng Shui, this form is associated with descending yin energy, energy that moves downward and clings to the earth, with little to no upward movement. When present in or around a home, this type of energy tends to pull down positive yang energy, causing a suppressed atmosphere where energy cannot circulate naturally. Additionally, the tangled aerial roots of the sacred fig create a complex energy field where yin and yang are constantly interacting. But with a strong tilt toward yin, due to the exposed nature of the roots. This overlapping and tangled energy causes confusion in the flow of energy within the space. As a result, life force energy, which needs a clear, continuous path, becomes scattered. Financial energy is difficult to gather, and people may feel mentally overwhelmed, unfocused, and emotionally unsettled. From an energy dynamic standpoint, the sacred fig tree also has a powerful ability to hold energy, meaning that areas with this tree can retain static or yin energy for extended periods. This is why such trees are often planted in spiritual or sacred spaces where retaining sacred energy is important. However, in a residential setting, this same energy-holding quality becomes a disadvantage. Over time, it leads to stagnation, which can negatively affect both physical health and emotional well-being. For centuries, the image of the sacred fig, along with banyan and cotton trees, has been considered a symbol of grounding and stillness. These trees are suited for temples, cemeteries, or public parks, but they should absolutely not be planted within the grounds of a home. Their energy does not support the movement, brightness, and vitality that are essential for a healthy living environment. If you already have a large sacred fig tree growing in your yard, it is best to relocate it to an open area, such as a shrine, temple, or park. If moving the tree is not an option, you should at least trim its canopy and aerial roots regularly to reduce its pull on yin energy. You can also place an energy light or a small bagua mirror at the base of the tree, facing outward to reflect and redirect the energy flow, helping to restore balance to the surrounding space. Number 13, lantana. In Feng Shui, scent and energy are closely connected. Light, pure fragrances represent clean energy and bright yang force, while strong, pungent, or spicy scents are considered disruptive, producing scattered or chaotic energy. Although lantana has beautiful flowers, its strong fragrance attracts insects and creates an unstable energy field. In Feng Shui language, this is referred to as inviting chaotic energy, or even negative energy. In addition, the visual energy of its flowers can also be disruptive. Each lantana flower contains a mix of bold colors, red, yellow, orange, and purple, all of which belong to the fire and earth elements. When these elements are overly blended, their energy becomes confused and unstable. This is called fire color chaos, a condition where mixed energy leads to emotional conflict, misunderstandings, and invisible tension within the household. In real life, many people plant lantana as a fence or decorative garden plant, unaware that it often stirs up active but disturbed energy in the home. This may manifest as restlessness, irritability, or frequent small issues in work or relationships. Moreover, since the plant draws insects, especially mosquitoes, it can also disrupt sleep and affect health, all signs of an imbalanced energy environment. To fix this, it is best not to plant lantana within your living space, especially not near entryways, porches, or balconies. If you love the colors and want to keep it, plant it along the far edge of the garden, well away from daily activity areas, and trim it regularly to prevent overgrowth. You can also place small Feng Shui objects like white quartz or a spherical mirror near the plant to help disperse the unstable energy and restore balance to the area. Feng Shui is not just superstition, it is the ancient art of balancing and guiding the flow of life energy. Every plant carries its own unique form of energy. When it is placed in the right spot, it does more than simply add beauty. It can attract wealth, invite prosperity, and nurture positive emotions. However, when placed in the wrong location, that same plant may quietly disrupt the natural movement of energy in your home, leading to imbalance or stagnation that you may not notice at first. The most important thing is to truly understand how energy flows through your living space. Where you need vibrant, active energy that encourages motivation and creativity, and where you need calm, soothing energy that brings rest and peace. When the flow of energy moves freely, sunlight naturally fills the room, fresh air circulates easily, and your plants seem to breathe together with their surroundings. In that kind of harmony, wealth begins to gather, positive energy expands, and a deep sense of peace gently follows. If you are still watching at this point, I truly believe you are someone who genuinely wants to shift the energy in your home and open the door to a new wave of good fortune. Start today. Even just moving one plant to the right place can be enough to reactivate the flow of abundance. Type this positive affirmation in the comments below. I welcome prosperous energy and allow wealth to flow into my life. And do not forget to hit subscribe to the channel. Master Han, Feng Shui for Wealth, so that each week you receive practical Feng Shui tips to help your home feel peaceful, your mind stay steady, and your wealth energy stay strong.